one reason why I like meditation and yoga is because it definitely gives you a way to clear out your mind and really think about certain situations. Like, instead of trying to figure things out and trying to get the chatter, or instead of going to Facebook and venting for the world to see all your issues and problems and concerns, all you gotta do is take that energy within, and then boom, like, you sort out all your own issues. You don't have to worry about external energy or people misunderstanding you, because that seems to be like a commonality amongst people, especially people like myself. I'm extremely like introverted in a lot of ways, but I have an extroverted aspect to me as well. The extroverted aspect of me is because it's what I do. Like, I did so much like radio and stuff like that growing up, and I always had this big personality, and again, it was always misunderstood. And then it got to a point after I was done with radio and television and all that stuff, I got to the point where I was like so introverted, and I didn't want to talk to nobody, and I didn't trust anybody, because you see the snakes in the industry. You see all the people that you think got your back, but everybody's kind of out for themselves, and you kind of start observing more instead of doing. And so I got to this point of just observing and just kind of looking around my surroundings and seeing, what things were like. Because I was like, you know what? Wait, something ain't right, because I'm in this situation, I'm in that situation, and I had to really reflect and look back on me and see, okay, what am I doing in this situation? What can I change about me in this situation? And then when I started to really just internalize and look at my own self is when I started getting a lot of answers, a lot of revelations, and understanding about just the world in general. Start reading, getting my knowledge up, and really getting a clear picture. And so even when I kind of deal with certain frustrations that arise from my day-to-day and my hustle and what I have going on, it's like I so desperately want to vent. I just want to vent. I just want to let it all out. But me being an introverted person, or someone who does not want to disclose everything, I don't go to social media. I'm not going to go to social media and be like, hey, social media, this is how I feel. Because I know that those people, yeah, they're cool, and they may have good intentions and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm not really comfortable. I don't feel like social media, and this is what Facebook, especially Facebook, this is what Facebook will do. Facebook will make it seem like these people are your friends, because on the list, when you add them, what does it say? It says friends. It's a mind kind of thing. It kind of manipulates the mind, and where you think that these people are your friends, and they're just people that you network with, and from work, that from school, from a hobby and things like that. But very seldom and very rarely are these people your friends, like true friends. Exactly what friends are. They're not really friends. They're acquaintances. They're people that you know. They're not bad people. They're not but you don't really know them intimately. And what a friend is someone that you know intimately. And when you say intimately, it's not sexual. And for some reason, I used to get that misconstrued, and I know a lot of people can get that misconstrued. But intimacy just means closeness, and someone that you can be vulnerable with. You can pretty much unmask yourself, and then that person's going to be in your corner, and they're not going to run to social media. They're going to be right there for you at the drop of a dime, the root on your tree, and those are what friends are. Those are what real friends are. Friends are not what you find on social media. And then the more I discovered that, the more I looked around, and I realized, you know what? I don't really have close friends, because even the close friends that I did have, or I thought I had, they were members of the opposite sex, male species. and it is really difficult for a female, a woman, a single woman, to really have an intimate and close connection with a male friend, because these men, I'm not gonna blame it on the man, but things can get twisted. Things can get very twisted, into which, it stops being where they want to be a friend because they want more. Somebody's always going to grasp and hold attention or want feelings. If you're just friends with somebody outside of any hustle and bustle, then yeah, somebody's going to catch feelings, because then the relationship kind of gets distorted, especially if it's a single man or a man that don't know how to control his own urges outside of his relationship. You kind of get these false identities. And it's kind of what I discovered even in my solitude, and the people that did come into my life. These people came in the form of friends, in the form of people that wanted to really genuinely help me, but then they left in the form of enemies. They left in the form of predators. They left in the form of snakes, because I started seeing their real intentions, their human intentions. And that right there is frustrating. And then you realize, shoot, you know what? It's all good. Because even, you know what I mean? So a lot of the times, the best thing that you can be is your own friend. The best thing that you can be is your own friend. Don't expect nobody else to love you, feel for you, care about you, and want to see you be better, but your own self. You are the only one that's going to love you as much as you do. And the only way that you truly are going to, and people will talk about God, the Spirit, the Most High. But the first person that you love first, even before God, is yourself. Because if you don't love yourself enough, how can you ever think that something omnipresent, something that's more than you, can love you more than you? Until you love you enough to see that the love is around you in the spiritual. Because the Spirit is going to love you. Your spirit is going to love you. And the Spirit is the Most High. You are one with the Most High. That is your spirit. That is the Spirit. That is connected to everything. The Spirit within you is a spirit that is connected with everything. And no, you cannot recognize God if you don't love you. And if you can't be your own best friend, if you can't sit here and talk to your damn motherfucking self, if you can't sit here and vent to your own motherfucking self, if you can't sit here and cheer for your own self, you will never understand what a friend is for you. If you don't know how to be a friend, how could you be a friend of somebody else? It's important for you to love you that much. Because if you love you that much, then you will not stop. You're going to keep going. Ain't nobody going to stop your shine. Because you know that your help does not come from this world. Your help comes from within. Your help comes from your heart, your spirit, your drive, your purpose, your mission, and your vision. That is where your help comes from. That is where your passion comes from. That is where your spirit comes from, within. And that's why meditation, yoga, and just silence helps, because it helps you discover that within you, and you don't need nobody else to do that. I mean, there are people out there that are teachers, leaders, guides, but essentially you love you. Essentially, you get it from you. People will let you down. Don't depend on people, because everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own mission. Everybody has their own thing that they're pushing towards. Everybody does. Everybody has their own mission. They're not going to be fully dedicated to you and yours. So you have to be fully dedicated to you and yours. You got to provide yourself consistency. You got to provide yourself love. Hell, you got to be your own supporter. You got to be your own investor. You got to believe in you more than you believe in you. You got to believe in you more than you want somebody else to believe in you. And then you don't need anybody else to believe in you, as long as you believe in you. Because at the end of the day, as long as I keep going, something's bound to happen. I don't know what. But I know something's bound to happen within my own self that's going to give me the satisfaction and the fulfillment that I need and that I seek, because I am only following my soul's purpose. I am only following my life's vision. Everything else is just debris. Everything else is just things that are in my way. So you know what? I can do this myself. I can keep moving. I mean, and you know what? I have my family. I can never push them aside, but I understand. Even family don't understand you. They understand you to a certain extent, but when you really grow and you really start to know yourself within, they're not going to know fully everything that's in your mind. They're not going to know everything that's fully in your head, how you're thinking, how you're perceiving, and how you're understanding, because at the same time, your family can be there with you through a certain part of the journey, but through their eyes, they perceive differently because they're going to think differently. Y'all may think similarly, but you're always going to have different perspectives based on individual experiences that you may have had with other things, because you're not with your family 100% of the time. So whatever thing they saw, you know, or perceived here, perceived there, and a certain subconscious things that are shot at us day to day are going to be different from that person to the next. Nobody's going to walk your journey but you. Nobody's going to understand you, because nobody knows. You are the only you that have been through what you have been through. You are the only you that have the knowledge that you have. You are the only you that have the perception that you have. So therefore, don't depend on somebody else to have the same understanding, knowledge, or perception as you, because you are the only you. You are the only one. So just keep doing you. Keep doing you. And then you let people do them. You know what I'm saying? Don't depend on anybody else. Attention, none of that. For your energy, you know you can build your own energy. You don't need other people's energy. All my energy vamps out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't need other people's energy to fulfill you, to keep you going. You don't need to be around people and I need energy. No, you can build up your own energy from within, because we are infinite beings. Okay, there are yoga practices, meditations that help to raise your kundalini, your life force within you, that's going to give you all the energy you need. And that is from the ether. That is from the universe. That is just from eternal energy that you're drawing, ancient energy that you are drawing up through your spine, that you are channeling when you do certain practices. So therefore, energy is infinite. Energy is infinite. The physical body is finite. The energy is infinite, and you can always pull from infinity. You will always be able to replenish with infinity. You will always be able to replenish with energy. Because it can be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred from one object to the next. So the best energy to be transferred is the energy from within, darling. That is the best energy to use. I don't want to use, you can use other people's energy for other things. That's why you be a good person. You give out good energy so that you're not met with negative energy on your day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to attach to anybody's energy to feed you or to feed off of. You just exude a certain energy, and the energy that you exude from within is the energy that you're going to get back and reflect back, and that's going to pump you up. So everything kind of works in that cycle. But it's all essentially the energy that you draw from within you that you get back from the world outside of you, because you're creating the energy. You're creating the energy. Understand that. You are the creator. Be the magician. Be the creator. Create your own energy. You create your own life, and you create your own outcome. And if ain't nobody else, if you look around and this shit is not that much people, then guess what? Who cares? You keep drawing in the energy. The energy is infinite. It will never run out. You just keep staying your path, your course. Don't stop. Don't cease going. Just keep going. Don't stop. Because essentially, something will happen. If you have a vision, that vision will happen. It may not be in the way exactly, precisely that you see it, but it's going to happen in some way, shape, or form that's going to be better than you even thought. Because it's going to be specifically for you. Specifically for you. So, like, for example, I'm thinking, okay, Zumba and mixed fit. I'm thinking, I'm seeing myself, doing some really big things within both of these. Actually, mainly Zumba, because I love Zumba. So I was, I see myself, I want to do big things in Zumba. Everybody has this dream, though. Everybody sees people on the stage being presenters and having a big crowd of people in their classes. And of course, that's what I want to obtain, because that means that you are making a huge impact in the lives of people, of other people, and they love your energy. That's what that means. And that's what I saw myself as. But I was like, you know what? Even if I don't get there, even if I don't reach the top of Zumba, maybe it'll be something greater. Maybe I'll reach the top of my own thing. Maybe it's the G thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it will always be, I will always create what I need. I'm not going to need something else. Like, nothing's going to tell me no. Nothing can tell me no. Not one thing can tell me no. Only I can tell me no. Only I can. Nothing else, because I will always create it. Something will always manifest. Something will always pop up, and it will give me exactly what I need. Any and everything. That's why I have so many outlets and so many ways to channel this energy, because I am going to get there. I will dig around, but I have point A, and I will find a way, just like a GPS system. Oh, shoot, I'm going this way. Oh, the GPS didn't tell me that this street was under construction, so I had to turn around this way, go down this street. Oh, shoot, the GPS didn't tell me this was a one-way damn street, so now I got to go make a U-turn, do all this extra stuff, extra shit, just to get there. But it's okay. At the end of the day, I know where I'm headed, I know where I'm going, and ain't nothing going to stop me. Now, if I decide, oh, shoot, I'm running out of gas, oh, gosh, like all these barriers in this road, I don't feel like getting to my destination, I'm going to turn back around. No, that's not even an option. Like there's nothing else to turn around to. That's why life had to put me through something, in terms of had to put me through some difficulties. You know what I'm saying? To where I had to lose what I built. That is one reason why I am not in a relationship. I don't have a significant other. I am not in a place of comfort. I am in a place of discomfort. So there is no turning back for me on any level. There's nothing to fall back on except for the G. That is the only thing that has stuck and continues to stay. There's nothing else for me. That is it. So that's the only path, the only course that I'm going to follow. Anything else is just going to help me get there, but the vision I see is ItsTheG.com. It's the G, LLC. It's the G. Is because that's something I developed within my own spirit. That is something I set out for myself a long time ago, before anything ever popped the fuck up. Anything. I got my master's in business administration because I created ItsTheG, and I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I want to do my own thing. I went and got an MBA for it. I went and got a personal training certification for it. I went and became a Zumba instructor for it. I went and I learned about vitamins and supplements for it. Everything I've been doing thus far to strengthen myself, I have dug into the spirit. I have done yoga. I have done so much for ItsTheG, because that is something that has been in my heart. I created it. Nobody else did, so nobody can tell me no. I am the creator of that. That is mine. And that's why I'm so passionate, and that's why I don't care if anybody else is around, because at the end of the day, I am there for ItsTheG. I am its biggest supporter. I am its biggest fan. And that's all that matters. As long as it has some form of energy generating to it, it will always be. It will always stand firm, and it will always be 100. It will always be authentic, and it will always be its own thing, and it will always reinvent and recreate itself, because it comes from the infinite energy that is within me and my body. It comes from my spirit. It comes from my creativity, and like I said, I know how to pull from infinity, because I pull from infinity. Everything I do it. And the reason why I push so hard is because I want to live a fulfilled, happy life, because I want to have my children live a fulfilled and happy life, and I want their children to live a fulfilled and happy life, and I want for my generations to be good. And I want for my grandparents, my ancestors, everybody who has paved the way, to be proud. To say, hey, look what your sacrifices was not in vain. You don't have to always pull and help and support, and yeah, it's in your heart and it's what we're designed to do, but your sacrifices and everybody who has helped will not be in vain. It will not be in vain. It will all be worth it. And it's because so we can strengthen ourselves, so we can push forward to the next generation, because eventually one day we're going to be somebody's ancestor. So we got to pave the way and make this world a better place than we left it. Shoot, then when we came. Shoot, when I came into this world, the world was how it was. With system, education, all that stuff. When I leave, it's going to be a different system. It's going to be different. It's going to be what it needs to be. Because I'm helped make it a better place. People are going to be better. People will be happier. How about that? At least that is what I am obtaining to. And like Tupac said, I may not be the one to change the world, but I might spark something in the brain of the one who will. And that's what all that matters, because it's a spiraling effect. You plant the seeds. It's just planting the seeds. You can plant a seed in the ground, and in 100 years, it's going to be the biggest motherfucking tree that you'll ever see. And it will stand firm for generations and generations. But if somebody didn't plant that seed 100, 200, 500, however years ago, that tree wouldn't be as big as it is. So sometimes it just takes that person to plant that seed. So therefore, start planting seeds. You're the gardener. You're the creator. Root it, water it, foster it, create it, make it happen.